not. I can admire them for riding horses, can't I?
We know what to buy you for your birthday.
Oh, not a horse.
Revelio. Revelio.
We do hope it's you.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
The margins were as black as soot. And it was a copy from the library. Scribblers can't have them for it.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Accio.
Now, splendid! Happens to the best of us. Excellent, good. Stay focused. That's it! Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Splendid!
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Well done. Here we go. Yes!
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Not to worry.
Let us see this. Phew.
Accio.
Very good.
Here we go. There we go. Brilliant.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word,
Accio on
if you
humans.
would.
If you're
You
so...
wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation. What charm is there? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride.
Of course, Professor.
Miss Onai is always a fear. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction. Expect to hear from me soon regarding us.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
It's clear Ronan would.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! Goodbyes, I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Peeves a flag. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Protego! Lumos. Accio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a... Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego!
Easy.
You're good.
Now, this can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick...
Can all my students with us again?
Protego. Let me do those things.
I do enjoy a lively duel. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards...
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Again, well done today. All right, that's enough spectacle for once.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Levioso!
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian didn't expect a new student to be so deft. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest... You know, you might be a
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
Excellent. New. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, whether it's joining a secret dueling club or you just have to be clever enough.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. Till next time.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Accio. Protego.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you...
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a street. Regardless, you must continue. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your
Professor Ronan did mention...
In fact, Professor Ronan will... Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes...
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr... You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you...
Can you tell me more about...
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide... Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular...
I've never heard of a spell.
A spellcraft is a recipe. I shall explain more about them when you...
There's an Ollivanders in...
There is. Most people are familiar with the... Mr. Ollivander is a genuine... I would trust no one else.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help, perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with...
Glad to hear it. He'll keep you well clear of...
Rookwood?
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet... No time to waste. The sooner you complete your...
What are you up to now?
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The men fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete. I have arranged some for today. See them through.
Why must I first
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience. Such experience is...
I'll start on the top. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio. Accio. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Accent warm!
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try. Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movement.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out. Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio. Accio.
Slytherins almost always use the door to the right of the entrance.
The chairs in the common room are...
My favorite room in the library.
Accio.
You can't imagine how
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany. Is this your first foray?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to... I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Levioso!
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive ability.
Protego!
Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to...
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and...
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new one. And a short list gives you plenty of time to... I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're... Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts.
Matilda's student. Hi, I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet.
Ah, but you will soon enough. Of course, it is not without complexity. Stay the course, and you could soon impress Eve.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown.
And I, too. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of... But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. A potting table and a...
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
I should have known better than to buy
Blooming pig. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. Curious indeed. How intriguing. 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 Curious indeed. What do you think? extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that...
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of...
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you.
I'm eager to try.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be... And the bond between you and your wand... Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intention.
That sounds wonderful, Mr.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again. What's more powerful than the...
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all... You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather, how may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipe.
You're the student she sent the owl about. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses. And I unveil new... But for now, let's get... What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds, Professor.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively really...
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, The Magic... I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away.
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian. I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Levioso! Are we refilling him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him out eventually. Levioso!
Levioso! Confringo!
What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done!
Confringo! Look out! Confringo!
That's right, you lumbering lout! He's faltering! A few more hits to do the job! Protego!
Confringo!
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By your...
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard.
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you...
Of course, officer. Reparo.
Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Reparo. Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Potato! Hello, sir.
Allow me to introduce myself. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those...
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique... And, as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter...
Thank you, Mr. Hill.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that...
I'd say that I agree.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your...
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle. I'm certainly glad Sirona was there.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting...
Protego!
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Protego!
Does Professor Black have children of his own? Poor things if he does.
Black only looks up.
Professor, I'm glad to see...
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard...
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want...
Speaking of the vault, do you think that...
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they... No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts...
They're after the locket.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map... It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see
I suspected you would see some.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me, I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit.
But sir, how dangerous could the light...
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be... Once you've honed your defensive magic further, I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Might some kind soul help me?
I'm here about the new...
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency. As such, you are to learn incense, handy for lighting torches, burning... And, when necessary...
Sounds...
Quite. But before we get started, you may be surprised by some of them. When you're finished, come and... You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Whee! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you fancy a bowl? As long as we're
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to...
If Sebastian vouches for you, I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so...
I'm flattered to hear that.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel. You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, so...
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Confringo.
Levioso.
Potato. Better than that. Accio.
There goes my wager.
Levioso. Come on.
Protego.
Accio. Levioso.
Like a winner.
Some big hits that round.
Nice work. Sebastian, there's strong competition ahead, but
Brilliant. Count me.
I shall. And as a fully initiated member, very good way to master spell combination. Again, congratulations. Hope to see you back here again.
Hello, Lucan.
Why, yes it is. Ready for another round?
I'm ready.
Brilliant. Are you?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
There goes my wager.
Accio. Accio.
Expelliarmus!
Bravo! You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. I'll let you know when we're ready. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Protego! Hello, Lucan.
Of course. I'll fetch. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your... If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of...
Accio.
Excellent form.
Levioso.
Nicely done.
Levioso.
You'll get it. Next time, perhaps.
Levioso. Accio.
Good one. I'd say that's enough practice.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice.
Assignment's all finished.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Reparo.